Hello and happy Sonic Sunday yet again. And today we are playing Sonic 4, which, you know, it's a game that exists. So, I hope you guys are excited. What's up, Coast to Ghost? I don't know if you guys know. Coast to Ghost has started streaming. I missed out on it last night. I was on a train back from Long Island for about, I don't know, 3 hours. Let me think. I left Long Island at 8:30 and I got home 3 hours. I'm being ridiculous. I got home at 1 in the morning. What a mistake. I don't know nothing about what goes on in the world of sports ball, but you know, I took the train because I hate driving to and from Long Island, and I was greeted with 1 million Knicks fans, and apparently soccer people were also there. I don't know why you would have a Brazilian flag on a train, but there you go. I don't know why. Have I seen the Mormon Shaggy? Who is Mormon Shaggy? We're working on it. The Superstore messed up. Look, man, you're always going to have technical issues streaming. Just getting set. I would have been live 15 minutes earlier if my PC just decided not to process the audio, and I had to restart it several times before it just worked correctly. But here we are. It's working now. I can hear it. It says that you guys can hear it, theoretically. So, let's play. Look at it. Look at this incredibly, like, placeholder-ass title screen. People were actually hyped for this piece of shit. Ugh. Delete all your... Yeah, I think when I first started streaming, I used this game to test that everything was working. Oh boy, Splash Hill Zone. We love Splash Hill Zone. Wow, look at these graphics. Sonic isn't weirdly lit at all. I don't remember how you get the emeralds in this game, so there's no guarantee we're doing it. I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys. What game were you trying to stream, Coast to Ghost? I know you said you were gonna do Resident Evil games. I was reading, I made my way through like 200 pages of Xenocide, just, passing the time. But, you know, there was a point where the Knicks finally won and everyone just started screaming, and I'm like, oh my god. I don't see sports ball enjoyers as the same species as me. Sorry if you like sports ball, but it ain't for me. Resident Evil Outbreak, hell yeah. Peak. Resident Evil Out Peak. What happens if I homing attack this? Oh, there's a spring underneath. Cool, I guess. I assume this works in, like, Sonic 1 rules, where I just have to get to the end of the stage with 50 rings. I don't remember. even the Sonic Encyclopedia barely has anything to say about this game. It's like, yeah, this was a download-only game that existed. I got lost partway into RE2 Classic. I don't care. I quit. I was playing it, because I played those games as a kid and I never made it very far because I was a kid, and they're very adult-oriented games. They require you to be functional and able to figure things out, and as a kid I couldn't. I played it recently, and within like an hour, I made it like way further than I ever did as a kid. As a kid, we would use a Game Shark on my friend's PS1 and just like blaze through the game with like infinite ammo rocket launchers and shit. But we never made it very far because I would always get too scared. These games are so much more fun with the 3D graphics. Is there a ring? Is there a goal ring? Yes! Alright, let's see what the special stages are like. Well, I just like compare this to Sonic Superstars, because people are pretty down on Superstars, but like this is like night and day, the amount of soul Superstars has by comparison. Oh, look at that. Look at that loading screen. Oh, good. We're doing the Sonic 1 style special stages. I don't remember this at all. I don't need... Why do you need to instruct me on how this works? Oh, I'm rotating the stage. I'm not rotating Sonic. What the... This is fucking weird. This is so goofy. This feels like a fake game. I don't know how else to describe it. It doesn't feel like a real Sonic game. Like, I haven't played this game in 10 years. It doesn't feel like... It feels like the laziest fan project imaginable. I hope this isn't giving any of you guys motion sickness, and I'm sorry if it is. I didn't remember this was in the game at all. Give me that emerald. I knew there was something I was supposed to do today. It was exactly, it was Sonic Sunday. I acquired a Chaos Emerald. A game characters play on a movie, right? As much as I love that series, Darksiders specifically feels like a game that someone will be playing in the background in a movie. This was Jun Suneo's triumphant return to the Sonic series with one of the fucking shittiest sounding soundtracks the series has ever had. I'm adding this to my backlog list of games that even I don't like, because it's like, it's just... You know what? A game being boring, I mean, we've all had this discussion before, but a game being boring is exponentially worse than a game being bad. Because if a game's bad, there's something to talk about. But when a game is like, just like completely lacking in anything of interest, it's like, I don't know, like, what do you say? It's like, yeah, it's another 2D Sonic game, I guess. And he has a homing attack in this one. Darksiders is so funny, it has such an identity crisis. It does, but it's so good. I love the Darksiders games. Darksiders 2 specifically, which, speaking of, I did my... That Motobug looked really fucked up. I hope we see another one, because I need a closer look at that. We're definitely finishing Turning Point on Tuesday. I looked it up. We are up to the final level. I just had no idea how far we are in the game, because the story is so inconsequential, it's impossible to tell. So... once we finish Turning Point, I am streaming Darksiders 2. It's one of my favorite games. We haven't really settled on some other torturous experience you guys can subject me to yet, so I don't know. I'm overdue for replaying Darksiders 2. It's been a minute. It's been like at least a whole year, so I'm gonna play it again, and you guys are gonna chill with me while I do so. Bad motivates you in an entirely different way. Exactly. Dropping 50-pound shits. Man, that's another reason. I could have started at 145, but last second mega dookie. I ate 7 hot dogs yesterday, by the way, so that might have contributed. I was Zach Krager maxing, eating 7 hot dogs. I was lost for hours in Darksiders 2. What? That game is so easy to get around in. I'm just going straight into 2 because as much, you know, Darksiders 1 is a good game, but I don't like it as much as 2 or even 3. It's got that first game weirdness where everything feels a little off and like not fully thought out. And then the Black Throne is genuinely one of the worst dungeons in any game, and I just don't want to do it. How many rings do we need before you'll let me proceed, you cunt? There we go. Ooh, give me that time bonus. Now! I have no sense of direction, I get lost in 1. 1 is pretty annoying to navigate from what I remember. No! There's a whole boring, stupid section where you have to like ride on like some kind of creature's back, and you have to do it for like 10 minutes. These special stages look like Bejeweled. This is a good comparison, honestly. Yeah, I love Darksiders. Well, Darksiders 2, it's one of those games I've played so many times I could like play it in my sleep. So we'll definitely do it on like a higher difficulty, but not the bonus Definitive Edition difficulty they added to the remaster, because that's just like annoying. You just have to... You can't beat that game without cheesing every encounter on that difficulty. I've done it, it's just not fun. So instead, I'll do a slightly different character build. I usually do just pure min-maxing, but we'll go for like a mage-type build instead for something a little different. I'm waiting to get to... I know Sonic 4 Episode 2 has a couple of good tracks in the soundtrack. I'm waiting to see if we get to a single stage in this game that has a noteworthy soundtrack to it. At least it's sunset now. Wow, they really changed things up. I know I'm not the biggest Sonic Mania head, but like, this game really makes me appreciate Sonic Mania. Something about, I don't know what it is. There's just something odd about Sonic's animations in this. Like his, the color palette on him. He's like got this weird sheen, like he's covered in oil, and he doesn't have that look in the Wii version of the game, which looks totally different for some reason, and barely fit into the WiiWare allowed storage size. And they just didn't bother putting the second half of the game on the Wii anyway. Whew. I made it through Act 3. Wow. Incredible. Alright, we're doing another one. I think it's just making us do the same one again. Hopefully I don't bounce off of something and fuck it up again. Yeah, I don't know. Sonic being in the dead center of the stage and then rotating it around is, like, very off-putting to look at. I don't really get motion sickness, but I can see this fucking with people pretty bad. Sonic should fight Mega Man. There was an entire Sonic and Mega Man comic book crossover back in the Archie days. Dr. Wily and Eggman were just chilling together. They were homies. I didn't read it. I don't know. I think that was around the time where I just wasn't reading comics anymore. I'm trying to get back into comics, and every time I do, it's a huge fucking mistake. I regret it immediately. Every time I try reading a comic book, it's like, oh, that sucked. Haunt sucked. What did I read recently? I read She Spawn #2 by Gail Simone. That sucked. I should have listened to the anti-woke grifters who said Gail Simone sucks. I'm having another red, white, and blue Monster Energy drink. It's so good. I've never been into comics, GigaChat. I liked them as a kid, but like, when you get into, you know, when you play video games and you read books, it's like... What the fuck is this music? Oh my god, is it the Wrecking Ball boss? Oh my gosh, that's a reference. I get that. I've played the game where he does that. Nothing says true sequel like just recycling a boss that you already recycled in Sonic 3. No, you just realize that, like, comics are just a generally inferior medium. And if the art in a comic isn't good, it's like, why even bother? I can go back and read Spawn easily. I can read the Max easily. All my video game and Gamergate heroes are friends and hang out. Ethan Ralph and Jim Medicare are actually besties. I'd have collected... I know. I have the paperback collections of the Max, and it's like, I'm never getting rid of those now. They're like hundreds of dollars now, so... Whew. Although, I wish I had got Arkham Dreams when they first released the hardcover, because that was like $60 on eBay. And I just didn't finish the last 2 episodes because Sam Keith was like, oh, sorry, I need a year off from drawing a 6-issue miniseries. Oh my god, this music is awful. I thought Spring Stadium's music sucked. Yeah, give me that shield. Hell yeah. The background looks pretty good, though. I'll give them that. It's like if you actually made... Look at these physics. Holy shit. Oh my god. Is this Sonic 06? Wow. Really impressive. Western comics have been dead forever. They've never recovered. It's just IP farming. I still read manga pretty much every day. Manga's good. I read the first 2 big hardcover editions of Berserk, and I liked it. Not enough that I'm spending another $50 on another hardcover edition, but I did like it. And I read all of Ghost in the Shell last year, and that was really good. Which is why the people who hate the Ghost in the Shell manga are certified 100% boy cattle tourists who don't actually like Ghost in the Shell. They like the Ghost in the Shell movie from the 90s, or they're like standalone complex, but don't say you like a thing if you don't like the original thing. No, I almost got him to do it. Manga is free. I like physical books. I'm just a weirdo like that. Wow. Who needs momentum anyway? What is this, a Sonic game? I don't need that. Remember that they used this track in Sonic Generations. Like, this is gonna be Sonic's new theme song. And nobody liked this game, so they backtracked on that after Generations. Where's Evan? Is he alright? He needs to be watching more Sonic games. He needs to receive his education. I think I still logged like hundreds of hours in this game. Not hundreds, probably at least like 50 hours into it, just because it came out at a time where, you know, I didn't have a lot going on, and any Sonic game that came out, I would just play obsessively for long periods of time. So I probably put like tons and tons of hours into this game, even though I don't have any real affinity for it. Sargon stole Sonic's momentum. Alright, we got a special stage. One thing I do have is a fair amount of the US Shonen Jump magazines. Back when they... Yeah, I remember picking up Shonen Jump in, like, I don't... What was the store called? FYE? I think I know one of those still exists, but it's kind of... People say GameStop is like the Funko Pop store now. If you find an FYE, it's just garbage merch for, like, stupid nerd IP shit. It's unrecognizable. FYE used to just be like, they had like DVDs and music and stuff, and it's like they don't even have that anymore. It's sad. It's very sad. Sad, pathetic. There's still a Hot Topic near me, too. I should go there and buy a Korn t-shirt. I need another corn t-shirt. I have pit stains in the one that I currently have. I need a time bonus. Is there a time bonus anywhere to be found? There we go. Get the fuck out of here! Man. Come on. Woo! Alright, nice. There's like 3 Funko Pop stores in every mall with Gooner stuff on the windows. I'm too old and embarrassed to go in. I'm always excited when you see like a comic book store, but then it's like mostly just like dudes playing like Magic the Gathering. And I'm like, ugh. I would buy a comic book, but I don't want to work my way past big, fat, sweaty Magic the Gathering fans. Sorry, I'm an elevated class of nerd. I don't play Magic the Gathering. I don't play Dungeons and Dragons. If I want to role play, I'll just play a role-playing video game. Yeah, Sonic is the patricians, nerds. Exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many Eggmans. What the deuce? Give me some fucking rings, bitch. There's like a light motion blur I'm noticing, and I'm pretty sure that was also absent from the Wii version. I have, you know, I have a touch of the Sonic autism. It's fine. I wouldn't trade it for any other kind of autism. That's for sure. That's how stores are able to remain open. We used to have an independent video game store, but current industry practices have reduced it to TCGs and D&D stuff. Yeah, I get it. You have to kind of diversify. You can't just do like a... We do have one local game store near us, thankfully, and it's just video game shit. It's where I got my Sega 32X. I've mentioned it before. The owner is an interesting character. Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. That's a cool looking effect. Wish we got more of that. Why does Sonic, like, suddenly stop rolling after a certain amount of time? That's not how it's supposed to work. This music doesn't fit this stage at all. Yeah, Jun Senoue, this is the year. This is the year that he must have just recovered from having his skull caved in or something, because he can't compose music for shit anymore. He didn't compose a single good soundtrack since this, except for... Team Sonic Racing, which nobody but me liked. I don't know why anyone disliked that game. It was better than fucking Crossworlds. It doesn't have all these like gay-ass characters nobody wants, like Tangle and Ichiban. It just has my Sonic characters. That's all I want. But it didn't have enough Sonic characters. It didn't have the Eraser Jin. Oh, there's a secret in there. I know it. Let me go in. Time for the best Sonic game. I've been waiting all week. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm sure you're the guy. You're Sonic 4's ride or die. Oh no, did I die? I did. Okay. Wow, you can actually die in this game. It's pretty much a Nickelodeon kart racer now. Yeah. It's a Nickelodeon kart racer where no one has voices. Didn't they do that with Multiverses also? Like, they had a bunch of characters and they just didn't have them have any voice acting because they didn't want to, I don't know, some kind of like brand thing. I don't know. I don't hate Crossworlds. It's not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination, but like, if I want to play a Sonic kart racing game, it's like bottom. The thing I like about Crossworlds is it has the Babylon Rogues in it. That's my favorite thing about it. The soundtrack isn't particularly good. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that game soundtrack. It's very weird, and they have these like weird like chanting vocals on the last lap of every track, and it's really annoying, and it doesn't sound good. And you have to unlock music, but it like plays it in sort of like a random order or something. It's very weird. It's just like the whole thing is just kind of like a shit show. We're not taking that path. Oh my gosh, these bats are gonna get me. Stay away. You know, this is how you know it's not just Casino Park, Casino Night Zone, okay? They have the bats from the carnival place from Sonic 3, so it's totally different, okay? Oh, that was a really graceful loop of the music. No one noticed that at all. Only a trained ear like mine could notice that. Alright. I think we're gonna get a special stage. Why is there a platform here? What is this? What is going on? Such a good game during beta, I actually loved it. Then they officially released its pad gloves as dog shit. I like Crossroads because Miku hates, Knuckles. This is what I was told. Oh no, I hit retry. No. We're not restarting this fucking shithole level. Absolutely not. Get me out of here. Wait, so that paddle is just like there to just arbitrarily waste your time? Why doesn't Sonic do his iconic run that Naruto ripped off in this game? Why does he do like the old Sonic run? That's I know it's they're doing a retro thing, but modern Sonic never runs like that. Just got Matt Heafy or David Draymond to do the music compositions. Sega has like 10 composers on the Sonic series. They just, for some reason, this one guy, they made him only work on like the retro style games, even though his strength has always been in like guitar. Velma and Iron Giant were so good before Critic. Hold on, I can't read that because I'm in the middle of whatever is going on here. They nerfed Iron Giant and Velma. I can see that. I can see them being evil like that. I don't know why you would put the Iron Giant in a fighting game. I mean, he's a cool character design, but he's in like one movie that came out over 2 decades ago. Like, why are you putting him in a fighting game? Like, he's a hotly anticipated character. I'm so disappointed that Tifa's in Street Fighter. If she was in Tekken, I would have actually bought like Tekken 8, but I don't play Street Fighter. I don't like Capcom fighting games. I just don't like the way they function. No! Poor Velma could sick a cop car on you and it would KO you, but people called it racist when LeBron James could get all the way in a cop car. That's based. Remember Iron Giant? Oh, I remember. Oh my god, the music for this world gets worse with every act. No! Homing attacks fucking me. I was just a bit confused why they had rated R characters in a kid's fighting game. I mean, it's the same reason fucking Solid Snake is in Super Smash Bros. It's just like, you know, he's famous. Everyone knows that guy. Look, if I can just move the cannon, it's not exactly like a good stage gimmick. Usually they tilt back and forth on their own, and you have to press it at the right time. Oops. They chose to season the game shut down to add Lola Bunny and Raven from Teen Titans. What a flop. Yeah, now all those characters are in Fortnite. Probably, I assume. I have never played Fortnite in my life. Who's the character they recently added? They added, like, Overwatch characters, right? I'm people are like, wow, they gave Tracer her ass back. Yeah, I've never been... I've never been, like, super enamored with the idea of, like, a Smash Brothers clone. Unless it's, like, you know, a game company, like PlayStation All-Stars, which sucked, but at least it was... That wasn't even mostly PlayStation characters. They had, like, Big Daddy and Isaac Clarke in it. Like, you couldn't give us, like, Captain Quark or something? Or Blasto, if you wanted to get really in the weeds with the PlayStation shit. Epic Games fired 1,000 employees to give Tracer her ass back. Good riddance. I've never played Overwatch, but I've seen the porn, okay? PlayStation All-Stars, I hated it. I hated the... If it just had, like, a conventional health bar, I would have been fine with it. But, like, the... You have to use a special move shit annoyed the crap out of me. And some characters were obviously better than others. Like, that's how you know PlayStation was really riding high on the God of War franchise at the time, because Kratos was objectively, like, the best character in the game. His moves were super fast and not a pain in the ass to target enemies with. They were very, like, utilitarian and just worked. The weird Ultimate KO stuff was... Yeah, it was annoying. It was an interesting idea, and maybe would have made for, like, a good, like, you know, alternate game mode, but, like, that was the only way to play the game. And the offline... The amount of offline content was really small. They spent way too much time trying to, like... to kind of court the Evo crowd. And it's like, okay, well, what about normal fucking people who will buy your game? And they just didn't care. There's very, very, very interesting choices there. Some characters just had straight up better moves and ult. Exactly. Kratos was the best one. Like, you had interesting moves for, like, Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank, but they were not, you know, super efficient. I'm sure, like, if someone was, like, really skilled at the game, they could get some use out of them, but they were not, like... It was just Kratos was so easy to use that he just mogged everyone, especially online. Alright, let's try another special stage. What's up, perp? I knew PS All-Stars would be dog shit when they advertised bringing in a bunch of fighting game veterans. You know what? I'll give it this. It has Metal Gear Rising Raiden, and it has DMC Reboot Dante. So, I can't hate it 100%. It's just... has a lot of stuff I don't like about it. And it was also annoying, like, the stage... Like, you couldn't just do a stage, and it was just like, okay, here's the stage from this game. It's like... Every stage had to halfway through transform into a stage from a different game, which is really fucking annoying. I forget which one. There's one where, like, it turns into a Resistance stage, which is ironic because you couldn't play as any characters from Resistance. And then the music just, like, goes to shit. Ah! This is so stressful. We can do this. Spin really quick. Yeah. Oh no, don't go back over there. Alright, I'm not going for that. Fuck it. Let's go this way. I know they're doing like a Sonic 1 thing, but like they don't even have like weird polygonal fish in the background or anything. You fucked up the aesthetic. They wouldn't let Kratos be humiliated in collabs in games. Yeah, exactly. They used to take Kratos, like, you know, the God of War franchise pretty seriously before they turned it into whatever garbage it is now. Imagine getting a new PlayStation All-Stars and getting to play the Millennial Cube. A new PlayStation All-Stars would just be God of War, Horizon, and the Last of Us characters. Maybe the fat woman from the latest... Ghost of Tsushima, or whatever the fuck it's called. Ghost of Yote. Oh, look, it's literally just a boss from Sonic 2. Except the arena's way smaller for some reason. Whoa, he's changing it up a little. Wow. Good job, guys. Really good boss design. New PS All-Stars featuring Abby from The Last of Us and that chick from the Intergalactic thing they're working on. And those are the only characters you get at launch. Sonic 1's special stage music is so vastly superior to whatever the fuck this is. I miss your creatures. What creatures? Got a new PS All-Stars, and we get a schizophrenic Uncharted 3 Desert Nate skin. Your favorite Uncharted skin is an Uncharted 2. Donut Drake. Yeah, classic. Iconic. An iconic skin that we're never allowed to see again. Because it looks too much like Angry Joe. Alright, Lost Labyrinth, the ancient maze of mystery. Which is totally not Labyrinth Zone. It's a totally different zone. Why does that look like a SpongeBob character in the background? That looks like Squidward. Oh no, not literally the enemies from Labyrinth Zone. Don't do that. Don't do that. What if Indiana Jones was good, am I right? Let's go up. It does, okay. Cool. How many emeralds do I need? I need like 2, right? Oh, darn. This reminds me of my trip to Babylon. What's up, Carver? I haven't seen you in the chat in a minute. Yes, we are in fact playing video games on a Sunday, which means they are specifically Sonic games. This music is if Crash Bandicoot had even more brain damage. It really does sound like shitty Crash Bandicoot music, you're right. I wonder if, like, Suneo is, like, embarrassed at all to, like, have composed this music. It's pretty bad. Oh, whoa, 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 we got a stage gimmick. Wow. We love our gimmicks. They really bring stages to life. What's up, Gameringly8916? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here to catch Sonic 4. My favorite game. It is a Sonic game. It is another Sonic game that you can, in fact, play on a device of your choosing. Except for the Wii. The Wii Virtual Console is no more. You cannot play it on the Wii. I can play it on the Wii. I still have my Wii version of the game. Well, my brother has it, but if I really, really wanted to, I could play the Wii version, where Sonic's character model looks slightly better. For some reason. Get me away from these balls. Get these balls out of my face. Oh, I missed out on what they were wanting me to do. Oops. This looks like a Castlevania stage. This doesn't look like a Sonic stage. Maybe it's just because I have Castlevania on the brain, but it really does look like the background of, like, the obligatory, like, sewer area in a Castlevania game. Gaiden Gale. Oh, yeah, what's up, man? You're always posting, like, insane speedruns of various Sonic... And it's always shit like Sonic Advance or something. You're always speedrunning the weirdest things. But, you know, that's what being a passionate Sonic fan is all about. And those Advance games really do have some of the best stage design in the series. We love our gimmicks. Spams heal spells in the rest of Oblivion. I love Oblivion. I thought of streaming that, but I don't have the time. I would need to be streaming like 5 days a week to make that a worthwhile endeavor for everyone, because I spend a lot of time grinding illusion spells whenever I play Oblivion. Illusion and Conjuration are where it's at. My used car salesman's friend's son had CP or something, I guess, and my games were taken with his PC. What the fuck? Is this for episode 1? Yes. We're already about halfway through because it's only 4 zones long. And we'll probably jump straight into episode 2, which is... I will say episode 2 is way, way, way better than the first one. The music is better, the visuals are better, the stage themes are, like, not just reheated stages from Sonic 1 and 2, so it's got a lot more going on for it. I think when people hate on Sonic 4, I think mostly they just remember playing episode 1 and be like, wow, this is kind of boring and dumb. But episode 2 is actually... It's legit. It showed promise, and then Sega was like, we don't want to put any more money into this, fuck it, and just threw the baby out with the bathwater. I don't think we're gonna make it. I keep falling into their traps. Oh, I missed the time bonus. We're not doing so hot, chat. Mr. Sonic, I don't feel so good. Woo! Yes! Oh, I gotta get rings, fuck! Oh, we're out of time. Sam Hyde and Chris Lynch just gave up on Oblivion partway. I could play Oblivion until the day I die. It's just a matter of, like... For streaming purposes, I usually stream 2 to 3 hours, and it's like a 100-hour game. We would be playing it all year. Episode 1 is way worse, yeah. Perfectly summed up my experience with it. Yeah, it's, you know... Oh my god! This stage is the worst. Which is ironic, because it's not, like... The music's actually okay in this stage. But they recycled this gimmick in fucking Sonic Superstars! In the Speed Jungle, I think it's... What is it, Act 2? Where you have the butterflies? Why? Why would you reduce visibility in a side-scroller? What is wrong? Especially one where you're trying to move quickly. I like 06 more. I love Sonic 06. You know, I was on the hate train a bit as a kid. Like, as a kid, I played it a lot because it was the only Sonic game out at the time, so I was gonna play it. And as a Sonic game, I gotta play it. But, you know... I was not blind to its flaws, but as an adult, it's like, it has so much sauce to it that a lot of Sonic games just don't have anymore, that it's kind of like, I can forgive its abundance of failures, because at least I can, you know, there's a lot of aura farming all around in that game, except from Silver. He's a bit autistic. He doesn't aura farm very well. He just like, he's like, please, is it okay for me to, you know, murder someone? Are you sure I can do this? Still have my 100% save on my triple. I had all the achievements in the 360 version, and I don't think I have access to the email address. Oh, good, we're playing some Donkey Kong. That's just what we needed. I was just going off in a group chat about how I don't like Rare Software's games, and now I'm playing Sonic Kong Country. Yeah, I've only 100%ed Sonic 06 once, but that's because they don't reward you with anything for getting the fucking silver medals, especially on the PS3 version. You don't get achievements, so you don't get anything. Oh, I'd have to kill all the grounders? Okay. Are they called grounders in this? Or they're probably something else. I don't know why they wouldn't use the grounder design. It's way cooler. Is that it? Can I leave? Oh, I gotta hit these torches. Pause, snack, continue. Hasn't uploaded in a month. Isn't that what Sam Hyde's been doing? Like, he hasn't been doing much of anything. I mean, he's been spurging out about politics on Twitter. And his last few episodes of the Sam Hyde Show were not very fun to watch. His guests have been terrible. If anyone could make Jesse Lee Peterson interesting to me, it should have been Sam Hyde, but he was an incredibly boring individual. And very incoherent. let's light this up again. Anyone who cozies up to the Catboy loses all their sauce and aura. True. True. Sam's, I'm not gonna jump on the, like, oh, he sucks now. It's just like, he hasn't done anything very good in the past, like, month, you know. Wake up, Unk. We're falling asleep here. Oh, good, just what I need is a fucking puzzle. So it's this one, and I think this one? Right? Oh, okay, it's the two rightmost ones. Shit. Oh, you have like a second to get up there, okay. What is this one? That's the tall one in the back, okay. This sucks. Alright, I hate Sonic 4. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Not a fan. He's just old now. He's almost 40. I thought he is 40. Oh, this one lights up the room. So I can see what the fuck I'm doing. This one is just that one over there. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what they want me to do here, man. I haven't played this game in so long. I literally don't know what they're asking of me. Let me try. Oops. That seems to work. What the fuck is this shit? Oh my god. I know. This is the most un-Sonic stage design ever. This is terrible. I get why he sucks and it makes me hate my life worse. Knowing I turned 30 last month. It's okay, bro. You're just taking the Unk pill. I just have to land on this before it gets too high up. But Sonic has... For the first time in this game, Sonic has too much momentum. Oh, okay, great. Oh! This game makes me want to commit, like, crimes. I don't understand what the fuck you want me to do! This is a mobile version? I don't remember this at all. What is this shit? We're gonna be here for like 10 minutes just trying to get through this retarded puzzle. Why can't I like throw the... Why do you have this one come from the top at the same speed? Still trying to tell me this game isn't actually that bad, holy... No, it's mostly just episode 2 that's not that bad. Episode 1 is fucking terrible. Did you ever want Labyrinth Zone and Metropolis Zone, but worse? I have the game for you. It's a little game called Sonic 4 Episode 1. Do I need to light all of them, or it won't go away? Like, what do you want from me here? Dude. Wait. Okay. Hold on. I think the one that actually lights the room up doesn't, Yeah, okay. The one that lights the room up keeps the barrier down. Okay, what a fucking nightmare this is. No! This is evil. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up because I have no idea what they want me to do here. I haven't played this game in so long and it's so terrible. I only... What am I going to stream? RuneScape 5? What am I, Donkey? No, wait, he's a League of Legends guy, right? Sonic 4. What the fuck is the stage called? Lost Labyrinth 2? Torch Puzzle, yeah. I'm not the only person who's like, wow, this shit sucks. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, that's weird, but alright. I've got it. I've got it! Alright, this one. We want to hit that one first. I'll wait for it to die out. Be like DSP and beg the audience for a solution? Alright, guys, we're not gonna... I wonder if the stage has a time limit. Like the Sonic games of yore. No way. I'm not joking when I say that the guy I just watched do it on YouTube, like... How did he not have this pillar come down from the ceiling? Okay, I'm just paying attention here. Oh, you have to let it sit for like a second. Alright, do that, then do this. Wait a second. Oh my god, okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm barely hit by like 9-pounders, so I diaper up just in case. You know, well, if you ever start streaming, I highly recommend getting adult diapers. That way you could just, like, shit in your pants while you're going. If you get stuck at, like, a torch puzzle in an annoying, shitty budget mobile game, you know, you might want to just let her rip without having to get up and go to the bathroom. You guys don't know this, but I'm often just, like... Because I eat tons of fiber... I eat a lot of fiber and hot sauce, so, you know, it just kind of, like, rolls right out. I don't have to put a lot of work into it. That's why you don't hear me going, like, ugh, on stream. The solution was to go slow in your Look, I'm not against slow-paced platforming in a Sonic game, but, like, you know, I don't know, something about that puzzle just doesn't sit right with me as far as, like, Sonic design goes. There's plenty of Sonic games where there's, like, you have to, like, be considerate in how you move through the environment. Uh-oh. Come back. Come back to me. Let's get the flip out of here. I got 1 minute left before the timer goes off, I think. I'd leave the room to get water like 12 times per hour if I streamed. Well, that's why I have a 1-liter bottle of seltzer right next to me. So I can chug that shit all day. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad I get to see the amazing minecart graphics that Sonic 4 has. Wow, this is just like Donkey Kong Country. Incredible. Did Sonic Team make this, or was this like Sega Hardlight or something? Did Hardlight exist at that point? Wow, I still got enough rings to get the special stage. With all the coffee and seltzer you drink, it's a miracle you're not having hemorrhoid issues. Okay, well, you know what? Leave me alone. I drink like 2 to 3 liters of water a day, so I stay pretty hydrated. Alright, we're at this shithole stage again. Try to grab as many time bonuses as possible. Try not to fall into the little tricky traps that they got laid out for me. This is genuinely like it makes my it makes my eyes hurt. Like I'm like I said, I don't get motion sickness, but this is like feels like it would be, for the average person, would be very nauseating. Give me another time bonus, bitch. No! I fell into their trap. Oh, I did it again. Fuck me. We might not get all the emeralds this run, which, honestly, who gives a fuck? You don't get, like, an extra boss or anything for getting all the emeralds in this. You just get to be Super Sonic. Which I guess was a big deal in 2010, because Super Sonic wasn't playable in actual stages for God knows how long. Is this Dimps? Oh my gosh, really? That's embarrassing for them. They used to be, like, the top dog for a while. Like, their games are way more critically well-received than Sonic Team's for a long time. Alright. Okay. No torch this time. Thank God. We are like an hour into the stream, and we're almost done with the game. Wow, that's always a good sign. I'm glad this game costs like $20. Why would you base your game... If you're doing like a retro thing, why would you base it off of Sonic 1 and 2? And not Sonic 3, which was generally like considered like a masterpiece at the time. I know there's a lot of revisionist people hating on it these days, but... At the time, Sonic 3 was considered like the gold standard for Sonic side-scrollers. The Batman v Superman parody Robot Chicken did about not giving a fuck was funny. Imagine having solid shits. No, contrary to the sheer amount of hot sauce and fiber that I consume, I have a very good diet, okay? You're actually supposed to eat a lot of fiber. Except I eat a lot of Spam, too, so maybe I'm not one to talk. And I also had 2 hot dogs before the stream, so... I was lying, I don't have a good diet. I just work out. I'm sub 200 pounds, that's all you need to know. Oh, cool, let's implement special stage physics into the game while we're at it. I'm not a Sonic fan, but $20 is $20. Oh, good! I love being reminded of, the Egypt level from Sonic 3 as well. I'm always saying I wish more stages were like that. Oh, okay. We're doing some Hydro City shit, too. I haven't played this game. You know what's the worst part about these visuals, I think? The rings. The rings specifically give, like, Sonic R, where it's just, like, a PNG file on a loop. Or, like, a GIF. A transparent GIF file. No! Why is it speeding up? How much fiber can there be in a chili dog from Sonic? Well, first of all, the only Sonic near me is an hour away. So, I don't get to go there as often as I would like to. Second of all, the chili has beans, which has fiber. Okay? It's very good for you. Sonic acted like he hit the boost pad, even though he didn't. Interesting. People pronouncing it Hydrocity is so dumb. I think Perp said that he does that, so you can have all the beef with him you want, even though he's one of my besties. Why wouldn't you put the bubble shield in? Sonic's theme song. I love Sonic's iconic theme song. Fuck. I like that stage intro card looks like the Texas flag. That's because Sonic is a true red-blooded American. And he hates foreigners. That's why he gets so pissed off in Shadow the Hedgehog when the black arms are all over the place, invading his neighborhood. You have a good diet and you can eat 4 dogs for lunch. My plan tonight, I'm gonna be eating 6 chili dogs for dinner tonight. That's I'm not joking either. That's not an exaggeration. I am eating 6 chili dogs for dinner tonight. Oh, there's spikes in here. So I can't go too far that way, right? Is that what they're trying to say to me? What is the plan here? I don't understand what you're asking from me. Every new gimmick they add to the game makes it worse. 6, are you on a diet or something? 6 dogs are reasonably sized. Exactly. It's boy dinner. You know, girls have girl dinner. I have boy dinner, and boy dinner is 6 chili dogs. It would be 8 chili dogs, but I ate 2 of those hot dogs earlier today. I genuinely don't understand. Like, what the fuck is the plan here? Do I just tilt it slightly? What if I do... What is this? Dimps, you are the worst. This is not an underwater maze, it's just an underwater fucking death trap. Good thing I have 45 lives because the game gives you 1 million rings. I think you tilt it so the brick falls out and drink. No, yeah, but there's... On the earlier one, you just tilt it, and on this one they added spikes to it. But you can't move Sonic away from the spikes. Like, you have no control over Sonic here. And if you get hit, it does that. What if I just tilt it like a little bit, like that? I need Sonic to go that way. Okay. That was retarded, but we figured it out. Part 2 is really good. I have very few criticisms for Part 2, except for the fact that Jun Seneo's compositions are still fucking ass for the most part. There's some good tracks in it, but gameplay-wise and visually and everything, it's a huge step up from this shit. This embarrassment. It is an embarrassment to the Hedgehog's legacy. What is Anti think his favorite gun? He usually uses a revolver. Although he does use an assault rifle of some kind at one point. Alright, we gotta go this way now. Yes, please get me the fuck out of this level. Get me out of Lost Labyrinth. It could stay lost. I hate it. With the graph, yeah, exactly. There, because the spike is the same color as the background for some reason. The overlaying water effect is really bad. All right, now we get to do not Metropolis Zone. Oh fuck, we gotta do boss first. Any gun he can hold sideways. See ya, Chief. Oh god, is it gonna do the Labyrinth Zone thing? It is gonna do the Labyrinth Zone thing. I hate my fucking life. Look at that, guys. You didn't even have to pay me to play a game I hate. Just put Sonic in it and I'll play it. And I may or may not fucking despise it. I'm always saying I wish there were more bosses like the one in Labyrinth Zone. It's such a good boss fight that's so fun. Especially if your first experience with beating that boss was the Game Boy Advance version. Get me out of here. Turning Point and Labyrinth Zone, basically. I've been having a better time playing Turning Point than this game so far. I had a better time with a Spark Unlimited game than with a Sonic game. What has the world come to? I'm becoming my own anti-thinker. Oh, it's a boss fight now. He's actually going to do boss fight things. Eggman's character model is so weird. I don't think I've ever... I'm playing this on a computer monitor, so I don't think I've ever, like, sat this close to the screen playing this. I don't remember his model looking so weird. Sonic has infinite air now? He does breathe for a suspiciously long amount of time in this one. Also, hey Thomas, good to see you. Good to have you in the chat. You're always there when we need to start bitching about comic book creators. Oh no! Oh, jeez, dude. Love how they put in the shooting things, but they didn't shoot anything. Spark Unlimited should have made... You would have made Sonic 4 good. Honestly, they would have made it possibly baseline competent, and then the final boss would have been terrible. Oh good, we have to redo this whole bit. That's great. I love that. I fucking love this game. I like that it does the Sonic Mania thing, where it's like, we're gonna do a boss that you've already played before, but there's a little twist at the end. Aren't you surprised, Sonic fan? Another $20, please. Someone mentioned comic creators. Look, this is the Sonic stream. We could bitch all day about IDW. Which I have not read in God knows how long. I think it was like 2023 I stopped reading it. Why even give me rings? This boss's attack type kills you instantly. What is the point of having rings at all? Ken Pender's Uber allies. We love Ken Penders, don't we, chat? Every day I say thank you to Ken Penders for giving us a kid in a Wakanda. I'm often saying that I really can't read comic books if they aren't about Achilles. And Michael Strahan for some reason. Yeah, Pender's Patriots. That's a good name. I remember he shaved his mustache when because he said his mom died and she never liked his mustache. But he looks so much worse without the mustache. Aggro, I know, right? He gets iframes? What a load of bullshit. Can we end? Is this boss fight done yet or what? Like, how much longer is this going to go on for? Okay, he's dead now. Alright. And 3D Blast's model would show damage, but in this, I guess they... Nah, too much work. Sorry. We can't show, you know, his windshield cracking or anything. 3D Blast, you know... As much as I've bitched about British game developers in the past, Traveler's Tales nailed it with 3D Blast. Superstars was always here, we just didn't know it. Superstars is so much better than this game. Playing this again for the first time in probably like 15 years, I'm really like, I take back everything I said about Superstars. I take it all back. This game makes Superstars look like a fucking 10 out of 10 masterpiece. At least I can play as my boy Knuckles, my favorite African-American video game character. You know, that guy who drew Knuckles as black blocked me for something. I was in favor of his art. I told him it's totally cool to draw Knuckles as black because he gets tricked by a man with a giant nose into committing acts of violence. I just can't believe people are so... Why would you be... What is offensive about that? It's like, yeah, you know, Knuckles is black. He's black-coded. The only spot where they kind of messed that up is, Knuckles has a job? So, I don't know, that kind of feels a little out of place. Love Sonic's walking animation in this game. Why? His running, or, like, specifically his weird, walking build-up? Oh, yeah. Hit me with the fucking praying mantis robots. The worst enemy in every Sonic game. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna get smushed. Sonic's head touches the ceiling there. He should theoretically die from that. I guess they didn't do a very good job programming the game. We're almost there. We're almost scot-free. Got 3 more acts of this shit. What just happened? His head spikes cushion the blow. Yeah, everyone knows that a hedgehog's spikes are nice and soft and malleable. They're not, like, prickly or painful to the touch at all. Knuckles' job losing emeralds and punching people. I said on Twitter, the first thing Knuckles does in any Sonic game, the first thing you ever see him do, is rob someone. Am I dying? Like, okay. Sonic got a concussion. That's why the game is so bad. His head just got, like, smushed in a little bit. He has a little dent. He doesn't have a soft spot there anymore, despite his low IQ. No! This is like the Mario Sunshine of Sonic. Oh. Don't disparage Mario Sunshine like that. I'm not even a big Mario head, but boy oh boy, I would take Sunshine over Sonic 4 any day. Oh, great. Nothing says classic Sonic like building your stage design around the homing attack. Yeah, I love Sunshine. It's got a lot of aura, even if it's got a lot of problems. It's got some really frustrating levels, but it's still very fun. I love the giant manta ray boss fight. Okay. I'm trying to figure out the timing here. There we go. Get me out of here. It's the worst Mario game, though. I don't know. I'd give that to the new Super Mario Brothers games because they're very dull. They're not bad. They're just like, who wants to play this shit? Like, I'll just play one of the older Mario. They're just kind of sauceless for a Mario game. I know Mario is generally sauceless these days anyway, but like new Super Mario Brothers specifically is very like, I don't know, dry. We couldn't have a smoother animation for those gears. Has to be on a main console to be a real well, there is new Super Mario Bros. U. I'm glad they didn't try to like make that naming convention take off. No one was playing Metroid U, Star Fox U. Star Fox U. Oh my god, these move so slow. Why? Why would you do this? New Super Mario Bros. Series is kid slop. It is! Well, this game, Sonic 4 specifically, began the era of Sonic being kid slop for the longest time. So as much as I shit on Sonic Forces, it did save us from the kid slop era. Even though it has... Their attempts at dark writing involve things like Knuckles getting hundreds of people killed and Sonic being tortured. I'll probably do, like, I'm probably gonna have to get into the Kid Slop era next. We're probably gonna have to do Sonic Colors next. I'm very sad to say we're probably gonna have to stream Sonic Colors after Sonic 4. But at least we'll do the original version, not the god-awful remaster with the worst music. And with Tails, like, dropping random hints mid-stage. Didn't Sonic end up getting shot also? He gets shot with, like, a giant magic spear through his heart in Sonic 06. And he also gets shot with a magic arrow in the heart in Sonic and the Secret Rings. So he's been shot multiple times. And if you play Shadow the Hedgehog, and you do one of the paths where you have to fight Sonic, he also gets shot there. Although Sonic can't take damage, you can only homing attack him. Sonic sounds a bit black-coated also. Well, he is wearing Michael Jackson shoes. Focus. Thank you for the $2, Frochi. I very much appreciate it. Hold on, I gotta pause it. I gotta give you a heart. I gotta give you the heart you deserve. I wish Pokemon games were better. They can just spend $13 million on development and get $2 billion in profits. Yeah, but they could also spend $0 on development and get $2 billion in profits. That's the problem, is the Pokemon fans just buy it up, which I can't really, you know, disparage them for because I do that with Sonic. Super Princess Peach was a better Mario game. I remember when that came out and it looked really cool. And then, like, you know, of course, the usual suspects complained that it was sexist because Princess Peach has violent mood swings, which is just realistic. Darn. I was just saying, I need more puzzles in this game. I need more annoying fucking puzzles. Was that Princess Peach Showtime game any good? I haven't heard a single person on Earth talk about it. I think it's very funny that the Nintendo Direct came and went, and everyone's like, that was terrible. And it's like, the people saying it was terrible are the people who are like, Where's my baby game? I need my Mario game. I need to collect more stars. Where is Super Mario Odyssey 2? And we got like new Xenoblade. We get like a bunch of cool like JRPG shit, and we got Stellar Blade coming to the Switch. And like, but I want to play Mario. I want to pay $80 to Nintendo so I can play another side scroller. This feels like a spot out of a Shinobi game. That's a compliment. Congratulations, Dimps. You reminded me of a better game again. I still have friends bring up the Peach game as good. It's the time for... It is the time for... Fortunately, we're almost done with episode 1, and then we can get to the good part, which is the entire second half of the game that took like a year to come out. Impending Doom. Is that a Doom reference? I'm just kidding. They would never reference a game that good in Sonic 4. Oh, cool. I was wondering if this stage would also have an annoying gimmick that we have to deal with for the entirety of the level. I'm glad it does. I didn't remember, like, that I disliked Sonic 4 this much, but yeah, it sucks. It's terrible. Mad Gear Zone. Isn't that the name of, like, the bad guys from, like... What is it? Final Fight? Am I correct on that? I have never played a Final Fight game, but I know there's a stage called the Mad Gear Hideout in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And it's a reference to some other Capcom game because Poison and Hugo are in that game. Alright, get me out of here. Let me get a checkpoint, please. Please hit me with a checkpoint. I'm glad the level's also dark, because, you know, on top of adding a dumb stage gimmick, it should be harder to see things while we're at it. Whoa, look at that. That's badass. It's almost like real physics. It's almost like real life. Eggman's iconic... Why didn't he just invent death walls for every game? Like, that seems like way more efficient than building a bunch of stupid robots that don't work half the time. Sonic can run straight through the robots. You can't run through a fucking wall. You know what they say, the wall defeats them all. Which they were talking about Sonic games when they made up that saying. Holy shit, it's a Wii game. Come on, let's move. I like that Sonic's eyes look like they're, like, illuminated, because they made the stage darker, and Sonic himself is darker because of the lighting, but for some reason the lighting does not affect his eyeballs. Oh, oopsie. Ugh, I'm honest with you. To be honest with you guys, I just want this game to be over. I just want to go on to episode 2 already. This fucking sucks. This isn't fun at all. I was so hyped for this and bought it. The physics are so off, it ruined it. It's not as bad as classic Sonic's physics in Sonic Forces, but yeah, for some reason, Arzest, of all studios, I think it's because Naoto Oshima is the head of the studio, is the only company that was ever able to get classic Sonic physics correct. Oh, I took a lower path, thank God. I don't blame you, I didn't even get part 2 is way better. Like, it is, in every conceivable way, it puts the first half of the game to shame. It's kind of... It's not surprising Part 2 sold horribly, given what Part 1 was, but Part 2 is actually an excellent side-scroller. I wouldn't call it, like, top 10 Sonic games or anything, but, like, it's a pretty good one. It's pretty solid. You could do way worse. Oh, good. The Wall of Death has returned. Let's do some homing attacks. Your future's gonna be great! Sure. Can't remember if you mentioned it before, but but you streamed Final Fantasy VII Dirt? Yes, I love Dirt of Cerberus. I think that was before I started using my more betterer microphone, though, so my audio is probably all fucked up. But, yeah, I streamed that, I think I want to say in 2024? Was I streaming that long ago? Who knows? I don't. I don't remember things. I don't remember things people told me, like, 2 hours ago. No. I gotta do this bullshit with the wall of death chasing me? Come on, Sonic. Zap to the extreme. We gotta get the fuck out of here. The only Sonic game I've seen that looked good was 3D Blast. Listen, brother. You gotta play every single Sonic game ever made. And then you will understand why 3D Blast is so good. It's not just that it looks good. It plays good. It has good music. It's got so much aura and soul. Defeat the real Dr. Eggman, where the other one's like fakes the whole time. Play the first Sonic game when it came out, and I thought it sucked. Well, play it again. Now. Literally right now, while I'm streaming. Play it while I'm streaming. Oh, it's this thing. We've never seen this boss design before. I'm glad this is here. I guess I'll just abuse invincibility frames to beat it. Oh, they hurt you even if you jump into them. Interesting. Wait, is he like changing phases? Why can't I move? Did I win? What is happening? Oh, we're doing a chase boss now? Okay. Sure, I like those. I don't know if I like them in Sonic 4. Oh my god. My ring bounced off the screen and disappeared forever. What is this, Triple Trouble? Oh god. Might have been spoiled by Bubsy and all the other stuff I played that was basically identical and also not good. Oh, come on. Don't let Bubsy, with all things, ruin Sonic. Don't, you know what? I'm not gonna fall for the you know, contrarian millennial hype. I am not playing Bubsy 4D. I don't give a fuck if they say it's good. You don't like, you hate Sonic 4, you participated in it. It's Sonic Sunday. I gotta do it. And I also told people I would play it. So, it's my own fucking fault for keeping my word. I'm gonna just avoid getting hit by these stupid Eggman bombs, whatever they are. Have I ever played Sega Sonic the Hedgehog Arcade? I've always wanted to play it. I've never had the opportunity to play it. That and Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car are ones that I would like to try, but, you know, they're not like... I'm sure someone has created some sort of emulator for them. But I would love to see, like, the arcade machine in person, or at least get, like, some kind of official re-release. There's nothing Sega hates more than an official re-release of an obscure game. In Sega Sonic's case, least of all, you know, one that they like to remind people exists. This just feels like very half-hearted on Eggman's part. He's like, I'm just gonna throw shit at you! Ha 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 ha! That's just like not... Just throwing shit? That's just beneath him. Okay, we got him. He only takes like 3 hits? What? Weird. The ring system has always been kind of baffling because you get more and more rings, but you only need 1. Yeah, it's like Soul Reaver. Like, you need to keep harvesting souls to stay alive. We did it! We saved Sonic Land, whatever the fuck the islands are called in this game. Sonic defeated the boss. Mighty and Ray got added to the comics with zero explanation where they came from. Play the next act. What's that? Is it the credits? Fuck you. What? I don't remember any of this, honestly. Oh, there's a final stage. Okay. I don't remember this shit at all. Oh my god, it's a boss rush. Oh my goodness. It's so over for me. Wow, it's an existing Sonic boss with a new gimmick. Crazy. I think any director of any Sonic game that brings back the Wrecking Ball boss at this point should be fired out of a cannon in this. This needed voice acting from Long John Baldry. I mean, he was still alive, I think, at this point. I'm not 100% sure. He died sometime in the 2000s, if I remember right. Oh, well, we got checkpoints, so who even gives a shit? If it made me do them all at once, like, Sonic Advance had some fucking balls. Like, you had to do this shit all at once. Sonic 4 is like, oh, no. Give them a checkpoint after each boss, because we know these bosses are really hard and complicated, and they'll never be able to beat them. I do like the Wrecking Ball boss, but it's like, okay. It's like bringing back Green Hill Zone. It's like, okay, we've played that. We've played that actually like a dozen times now. Do something new. Alright, what's next? Which one? Wait, this is the loss. What's he gonna... Oh, it's the pillars. He's not even gonna run away this time. We just go straight into the second phase of the fight. Dead. No, I'm not dead. I'm alive. I lived, bitch. You know what? They could have made some easy money putting this on, like, the 3DS or something. Don't mind me, Sega. Just, coming up with profitable ideas for you. That's what Sonic fans are best at. We're really good at, like, saying like, hey, Sega, you should do this thing. We'll actually give you money if you do this thing. And then they'll say, no, we don't want to do that. We hate that idea. Sega, there's nothing Sega dislikes more than things that their fans would enjoy and pay money for. Boss rush with checkpoints, weak ass. Exactly. It's such like... The final boss better be some Death Egg robot tier shit. Because this is a joke, is it? Like, what is the plan? I have 40 lives, and I have checkpoints, and the bosses have half the health that they had in the original stages. Sega being well aware that people want Chao Garden back, but not doing... Just make a Chao Garden game. Just make a whole game out of the Chao Garden. There's a whole subgenre of quote-unquote cozy games. Like, people love that shit. People love pet sims. And Sega's like, no. Absolutely not. You fucking idiot, you imbecile. You thought that we would make something you like? Something that you explicitly asked for? It's like Ubisoft with Skull and Bones. It's like, you had literally the engine. You had it. And somehow you fucked it up. Like, you're so grossly incompetent, you couldn't even just re-release the same engine again without a bunch of stupid Assassin's Creed shit in it. Oh, he's going extra fast now. That's new. Ah, I'm dying, Sonic! I bought Sonic Advance thinking I'd get it. I mean, the tiny Chao Garden isn't the worst thing ever, but it is specifically a companion to the GameCube games. Alright, so we got a real boss now. Oh, I think so. Oh my god, look at that running animation. It's a Death Egg robot! It's the Death Egg robot. He's got slightly different drip. Wow, I remember Sonic 2. Remember Sonic 2? That's a game that exists, and I've played. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. This is pretty weak sauce compared to the original Death Egg Robot. The original Death Egg Robot, they didn't give you any rings. And you can only hit him at very specific times. It's just like, yeah, you just hit him. Just hit him in his torso. How many hits is this gonna take? This feels like this is taking way too many hits. It's insane to me they never made a Chao Garden mode. Yeah, exactly. Like, Sega despises the idea of making money. It infuriates them to even entertain the premise of earning money. What's he doing now? He's flying away? His second phase is just doing attacks that the Death Egg Robot did in Sonic 2. What's he doing? He just exploding? Like, what the fuck is happening? Oh my gosh, he's going crazy. Urgh. Oh, okay, he's doing some weirdo stomp attack. Alright, so we just gotta watch out for that. Advance's Chao wasn't bad, I was just young and disappointed. Fair. Alright, well, we got 3 rings. Ubisoft released Watch Dogs about 5 years too early, 5 years later, and they'd have been the only GTA stuff. Yeah, it's too bad that, like, I never played the Watch Dogs sequels because I just, like, it looked like it was going the Saints Row route, where it's like, okay, well, we're just gonna be less silly, quirky, funny game now. We're not actually gonna be like a cool, like, crime game where the protagonist can be taken moderately seriously. I really liked that first Watch Dogs. I like when the game does things that I recognize, but then they make them slightly different, and it surprises me. Like, wow, I wasn't expecting it to do that. Alright, he's gonna go crazy mode now. He's gonna do his little goofy little, like, running move. Urgh. I hate that flippin' hedgehog. You have to hit him in the ass after that, right? Alright, what's the plan here? I have a lot of opinions about Sonics. I love Sonic stuff. Oh, okay. Cool. Hit him in his gun. Real Sonic fans hate Sonic. No, it's just, you know, you gotta... We had, like, a generational run of games in, like, the 2000s. I know a lot of people didn't like, critics really didn't like those games, but I did. But then it's like, we're lucky to get a game every couple years, and it's, like, way too heavy on, like, trying to get your nostalgia dollars, you know? I hate nostalgia bait more than anything. That always pisses me off. I do not like them trying to be like, remember this thing that you liked when you were a wee child? Like, yeah, if I remember that thing that I liked as a kid, guess what? I will just play that. I will just play Sonic 3 again, instead of being reminded of Sonic 3, you know? I don't need to give you money for another Sonic 3-like experience when Sonic 3 exists. Oh, he's shooting lasers now while he does his goofy attack. If that killed you instantly, that might be more threatening. Alright, shoot your missile at me. Whoa, what is happening? Why can't I do damage? Oh no! I need my ring. Oh, it flew off stage. We're fucked. Sonic is definitely more reliant on nostalgia than Mario. True. Mario fans will just buy a new side-scroller game. That's why, you know, Superstars, it's not perfect, but, you know, it's different. Okay, we're gonna have to start over. Hold on. Just had to sip my energy drink. So I really like, I like Frontiers, and it did do a lot of nostalgia bait stuff, but it did a lot of like little like subtle things that I thought were cool, like how the cyberspace stages are, even though they're all recycled assets from Sonic Generations, they're all recreated maps from older Sonic games. Like you get to actually try what would Green Forest be like in the Hedgehog engine. That's kind of cool. Is Frontiers just doing Breath of the Wild but Sonic? No. It is much better than Breath of the Wild. It is much more fun to play. And it has a lot of interesting speed running strats, most of which involve fishing. This guy likes... I do like Frontiers. It's also just got an insane, incredible soundtrack, which, you know, a Sonic game without a good soundtrack. What is a Sonic game without a good soundtrack? It's Sonic 4. Good thing we have 40 lives. We can do this as long as we need to. This boss takes 1,000,000 hits. Not a fan of wasting my time. Even like the final weapon from 3D Blast didn't take these many fucking hits. This boss's hit slap. Well, Sonic bosses traditionally take around 8 hits. Even the bigger, more egregious ones. It's gonna come backwards now. That's a nasty-ass nay-nay. What if the final boss wasn't hard, but just tedious? Yeah, say what you will about the end, but at least, like, you know, it was a little tricky. You had to learn how to play Ikaruga, even though you bought a Sonic the Hedgehog game. You can double gunt him if you only attack at the right time. Cool. Where'd my ring go? That's the question Superstars asked 3 times in a row. Well, Superstars, I will say, like, Fang Robo is, like, legit fucking hard. Like, it didn't need to be as long as it is, because it is actually already hard. And it would possibly be one of the best bosses in the series if it didn't take, like, 20 hits. Although Black Dragon is legitimately terrible. I mentioned I wanted to do a video on Superstars, and I recorded it, and I didn't like it. I finished completely rewriting the script, and I'm going to record it, and I actually should have time to record it, thankfully, which is great, because it's a game that I'm very interested in. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I'm dead. I'm stuck inside his asshole somehow. I got shoved up the Egg Robo's ass. The only thing Superstars did wrong is it didn't let you play as the Chaotix. They fucked up. We're gonna be stuck on this boss all day. This shit takes forever. Maybe, the Arzest crew are all people who worked at Dimps previously. That explains so much. That's my theory for why this boss exists as it does. Hell no, Sonic was stuck in the Eggo Sea. Absorbed by the... Just imagine Eggman, like, folding Sonic under his sweaty, like, bifurcated gunt. Sonic just suffocates under it. That would be the best way to stop him. He hates that hedgehog so much. You just drown him in his belly meat. No Sonic at Summer Game Fest. Sega is employing the strategy of a rushed bad Sonic game is bad forever. A delayed Sonic game is also bad. All Sonic games are bad. There's no such thing as a bad Sonic game. There's just ones that are just kind of not fun to play. Like Sonic 4, perhaps. Wish I could like Dirge of Cerberus like you. I played it myself, but even the funny story couldn't save the... I love it! I love it! I love Dirge of Cerberus. So strange. It makes me so mad that Square Enix won't give us a remaster, but they gave us a fucking Crisis Core remaster, and Crisis Core is way worse. It's way more boring. And, well, it's mostly boring because you have to hang out with Aerith. Anytime a Final Fantasy game makes me hang out with Aerith, I go into a violent blood rage. Oh, he just remembered he's supposed to do attacks that I'm supposed to be able to counter. Dirge of Cerberus got stuck in my PS3 fat once. What are you doing putting Dirge of Cerberus in a PS3? Was it an actual, like, PS2 compatible model? Which, if it was, I'm very jealous. I wish I had. I've never had one of those. A backwards compatible PS3 is more valuable than both PS4 and PS5 combined. Yeah, the OG fat 60 gig. All right, yeah. I mean, that 60 gig hard drive fucking sucks, but, you know, as long as you're not trying to play, like, Splinter Cell Blacklist, it's not that much of an issue, because that game had a 12 gig install on PS3, which is just fucking crazy. It just ran off the disc on the Wii U version. Maybe the Wii U was more powerful than we gave it credit for. Square Enix robbed us of Dirge of Cerberus 2, Return of Genesis. Right? That's so weird that they tease Genesis at the end of Dirge of Cerberus, and it's like, well, he's gonna show up in the prequel game. That's why he's there. Oh my god. I'm dead again! It happened again! This boss is a nightmare. It's not that hard, he just, like, takes forever, and then if you, like, make one mistake, he gets shoved up his ass somehow. It's easy to swap out the PS3 hard... I know, I need to do it. My PS3 is a... I think mine's a 120 gig. I could always go for a couple terabytes, though. This boss is so boring. I would rather be playing Fang Robo. I'm not joking. That boss is way less boring. I was never a big fan of the Death Egg Robot anyway, but like now it's like, what if the Death Egg Robot took 1,000,000 hits and the music sucked? Sonic boss fights should not be an endurance test. You fixed your copy of Dirge of Cerberus getting stuck in the PS3? That's pretty good. I would sink into despair, Denethor style, if a game got trapped in my PS3. I would be like, oh no, I gotta disassemble this fucking thing. And I'm not technically savvy enough to do that. I am aware of my limitations. Not even a test of endurance, just a test of patience. Yes. I didn't really remember this boss at all. Which, you know, why would I remember it? It's literally just another game's boss, but worse. I do like that they made an actual, like, good Death Egg Robot figure. I have it, and it's so cool, and I love looking at it and thinking about it. Had a lot of struggle with this boss. Yeah. It's boring. Okay. Didn't even wind it up that time. He just instantly fired it. Die, Eggman. Shadow was right to karate chop you to death in the bad endings of Shadow the Hedgehog. You're so annoying. Fun fact, Dirge works with a mouse and keyboard. That's pretty based, honestly. It's like Alien Resurrection for the PS1. Got this. I have one ring though, so if I get hit again, that's gonna suck. Because if we miss getting the ring back, we're in trouble. Wow, guys, this is like a real proper successor to the original Sonic games. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm fucked. We're fucked! I like Egg Robo, but this boss sucks so bad it made me hate the original. Yeah, I mean, I don't like that you have to fight the Death Egg Robot immediately after fighting Mecha Sonic, and you have no rings for both boss fights, but you can beat Mecha Sonic in 26 seconds if you know what you're doing. You don't have to fight him for like 3 minutes straight, which is what you have to do here. And the most efficient way to do damage is to do a homing attack immediately after hitting him, but the homing attack in this game is also kind of iffy, and it can lead you taking damage if you do it at the wrong time. This is the same thing as Rush, where the rings get sent further away each hit. I don't think I ever had that issue with Rush, but I also haven't played Sonic Rush in like 20 years, so maybe it's more annoying than I remember. Alright, are you going Electro mode? ROM hack tier boss. At least Sonic Superstars has like the emerald powers that let you cheese the bosses to some degree. This one's just like, nah, man, you're in it. You're suffering. We're torturing you. We're Sonic. We're dimps. We like torturing people. We're evil. Torture is cool and based. They played that one part of Grand Theft Auto 5. I was like, can we do that to our fans? Never finished episode 2. So good. I just want to get out of episode 1 so I can play episode 2 because this fucking sucks. I wouldn't have, if I didn't explicitly say out loud on stream last week that I'm playing Sonic 4 this week, I wasn't gonna do it. Like, I was thinking about it all day yesterday, and I was like, I don't want to fucking play Sonic 4. But I already said I would, so I'm gonna do it. Dimps hears you say, please use less bottomless pits in advance and adds more in Rush. Alright, there we go. Fuck off. Oh, great. Let's get him. Get him! Get gunted, Eggman. Just cranky because you haven't eaten 6 chili. True. I do get a little testy when I get a little hangry when I haven't had my glizzies. I think Kieran's streaming Ocarina of Time right now, which I could not care less about. I don't really like that game. Sorry. I would rather be playing Sonic Frontiers. Fuck! At least I got my rings back. I hope there's not a 10-minute time limit There probably is, because they want this to be like the original ones that you played as a kid. Come on. Is he still alive? Oh my god, bro. Oh, he's doing something different. Oh, we killed him. We did it. We beat this piece of shit boss. Woo! Thank God. I cleared the final stage. Wow. We did it. We saved the day. Sonic 4 out of 10 wouldn't play again. Yeah. Oh my god, that looked terrible. That looked just god-awful. All of your boss feelings translate to RE Outbreak very well. Really? I might... I'll probably start episode 2, Ahab. Toshiyuki Nagahara, I hope they fed you to starving pigs. Hideaki Moriya, you also did a terrible job. Wow. Can we skip this? No, it's very important. Oh, we can skip. Just press the start button, it ends. Try again, you fucking idiot. Yeah, we'll do some Sonic 4 episode 2. Collect all Chaos Emeralds. Why? Why? What do I get out of that? He's not even, like, juggling them around in the ending in this game. He just kind of, like, looks at you and he goes, like, I'm disappointed in you, Sonic. I expected better. Alright. We're gonna jump into Sonic 4, Episode 2. I have to find my other controller so that I can... Because I'm playing on a PS4 controller and you can't... The PlayStation button doesn't do anything. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I know the controller's low. I don't really use this controller because it has really bad stick drift. His finger wag looks like a GIF I would make on the title. Alright, so let's jump into Episode 2. Which also, when you play Episode 2 and you have Episode 1 installed, it does let you just straight up go back and forth between the maps. You know, if you want to do that. If you want to play the Sonic 4 Episode 1 levels. Going to get food? See you later, Thomas. We'll play for a little longer, just because after playing Sonic 4 Episode 1, I need the palate cleanser that is Sonic 4 Episode 2 a little bit. We're not going anywhere yet, Preston. Don't worry. You did miss the entirety of Sonic 4 Episode 1. And you didn't miss much, because that game's fucking awful. I'm adding that to my backlog list. My Steam controller reservation is still there. Comic Mischief. Oh god, turn this off. I can't play this. This is too much for my young, childlike mind. I got my cracking up with my giant 1-liter bottle of seltzer. Why are there episodes? Because Sega thought they had it in them to do an episodic game, and they really didn't. They really did not have that dog in them. Now Tails is here. Wow. A new frontier? Like a Sonic frontier? Yes, it was originally a mobile game. This looks so much better already. Look at that. Look, they're talking, but they're not saying anything. Episodic games are a red flag nowadays. Wish we saw it coming sooner when Half-Life Episode 3 never came out. Yeah, somehow even Telltale seemed to make it work, but it ran them into the ground. Tails, you fucking idiot. Do you not know how to fly a plane? I hope John is still in the chat so we can see this game is way better than the first one. Oh, I gotta do this thing. This thing from Marble Garden Zone. The music is still, like, hit or miss, but I'll take hit or miss over, like, not any good songs in the entire game. And, Tsuneo does his thing he does, where he recycles music from previous games because he's lazy. Episode 2, it does look better. It's just so much visually better than the other one. This game is actually pretty compared to the first. Yes. Like, you know, the colors seem like they actually, like, thought of how things would look instead of giving Sonic, like, a weird lighting to himself. Come on, Tails. Let's hustle it up, buddy. Or just go without me, dickhead. I really like the way all the stages look in this game. They're, you know, they had some unique stage themes. I don't know what the fuck Sylvania Castle is. It's just like a castle. But, you know, that's cool. It's something different. It's not just Green Hill, but different. Or Labyrinth Zone, but different. There is a stage in this that is pretty much just Oil Ocean Zone. But, you know, that, like, only reusing one previous stage theme is a lot of restraint for 2010s era Sonic Team or Dimps. Superstars is basically episode 3. Yeah. Problem with this game is that it released right after Sonic Generations. The adventure begins. Tag action unlocked. Why do I have to unlock abilities? You know, I should stick with the guitars and stay off the synths. For some reason, Sega won't let him. They won't let him make games with guitars anymore. Team Sonic Racing was the last one, and I'm assuming they just were like, no, you're making side-scroller slop forever because that game didn't sell as much as we want. It's definitely your fault. Yeah, this track is pretty good. Too bad we're gonna interrupt it with the shitty invincibility music. Did Nostalgia Bait start with Sonic 4, or was it before? I mean, you know, they did, like, do little callbacks to previous games, like Sonic 3 had bosses from Sonic 1 and 2 in, like, a little boss rush at the end of the game, but, you know, that wasn't the norm. That wasn't the only thing they did. But yeah, I think you could safely say this is them, like, glazing way too hard on nostalgia. Because people are like, and it's not even really like Sonic Team or Sega's fault. It's, you know, you had critics who just shit on every single new idea they had. Oh lord, they are wrong. The Rings of Power. What's up? What's up, Joe? I don't think I've seen you in the stream chat in a minute. What happens if I go on? Oh no, you know, I need Tails. That's what I gotta do. Come on, buddy. Come on, little guy. This is much better than Tails following you around in Sonic 2. He actually serves a purpose here. The physics are still a little fucky, but they're better than the first games, I guess. You're shadow banned? Why? What did you do? Did you say something anti-immigration? You're not allowed to do that. Oh, we got the grasshoppers from Marble Garden Zone again. Good to see them. No, Tails, you stupid fuck! Let go. Why would you go back down if you can't even lift me up there? Lazy bum. worthless slob. I don't like that it has to, like, stop and everything so you can high-five each other. But, you know, small issue. Oh, no! I want to see what the special stage looks like. Shit! You have to home in on the grass thing so they flip over and turn into springs. Oh, okay. Weird. Critics even gave Unleashed graphics a 4 out of 10 or something, which is just subjective. Unleashed was like, what if we got a PS4 game on PS3? Genuinely, like, there isn't a Sonic game that has released since Unleashed that looks as good as Unleashed. And that's with enhanced versions of the Hedgehog engine and everything. Like, they've never been able to, like, top that game in terms of, like, realistic lighting and detail in the character models. Somehow we're... How many years removed are we? We're 18 years removed from Sonic Unleashed, and they haven't made a game that looks better. Oh yeah, we gotta do the super roll ability. Now it's just Sonic Unleashed. Well, it is Extra Unleashed now that there's that PC port. Leave it to Sonic fans to do what Sega won't, and just put the games out where people can play them. This is a weird mechanic. Unleashed literally has the best graphics Sonic has had. It's crazy! I mean, Shadow Generations was 2024? I can't believe I said it that way. That's such like an old man way of pronouncing the year. And it doesn't look as good as Unleashed. It just doesn't. I was really excited when Generations came out, and you got to see, like, Shadow and Silver in the Hedgehog engine. Just like, it didn't quite like match up to Unleashed in terms of sheer technical wizardry they had going on with that thing. And the Werehog's fur animation and everything, it's crazy. One day we'll stream the HD version of Unleashed. We did the Wii version because, you know, I'm a contrarian and I like to do things that people don't give a fuck about. Let's see if we can go up here. Hell yeah. Oh, look, red rings of death. I thought I saw a red ring in one of the other stages. I didn't think they had implemented those in this. I totally forgot about that. I don't know what they do, though. Obviously, you get into the special stages by going into a gold ring. You don't need the red rings for that, which you did in Sonic Colors, which sucked and was annoying. It's a decomp port of H. Yeah. I'm not playing that. I'll play it on my PS3 because I don't think my laptop would withstand running that game above like 10 FPS. But once the wedding's over and I can afford a nice new PC, we will be investing in a new computer. No, I didn't want to do that. I want to roll. What does that do? What does that mean? This is kind of interesting. They're using the homing attack in an interesting, innovative way. Uh-oh. We're dead. We're dead! No, we're not dead. Okay. Recompiled is actually really optimized. I would like to play it. It's not a matter of, you know, I don't think it's badly optimized. It's just, I've tried, like, if I stream above 30 FPS, my computer loses its shit, you know? .360 version has I mean, I could do that. I do have an Xbox. Alright, let's see what these special stages look like. Sonic is the Ethan Ralph of video games. He just doesn't stop. I know, and he's always doing interesting things. Unlike, you know, Jim Medeker Mario, who... Oh, we got a half-pipe stage. Cool. Who, you know, is mostly boring now. Occasionally does something really interesting. Oh, this looks pretty good. I don't remember this at all. This is nice. It's very fast. So if they did a third episode, would it have been like a Blue Sphere analog? I gotta pay attention. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat. I have to, like, go up the half-pipe? I don't want to, like, go off the stage like Knuckles Chaotix. I like that Sonic, like, flips Tails off every time he gets more rings than him. Fuck you, you fucking loser! Stupid chud idiot. You can't collect rings like me. And he died. He got electrocuted. Sonic is the Hassan to Tails' Kaya. Perfect. What did that do? Me and Rouge the Bat will be single at the same time when? That's basically Sonic and Tails. I know, I love the one where he's like, I don't like the look of your face, but you don't hear me complaining. Sonic and Tails. Tails didn't choose shit. Stop giving him credit. Get that loser out of here. When I played Unleashed for the first time via Recompiled, it felt like I was playing the next big Sonic game way more than any of the current games. It's true. As much as I like Shadow Generations, after Frontiers, it's like, I can tell you just made this on, like, the quick and cheap because you just wanted to get something out for the movie. Like, it's one of the most brazen, like, cash grabs of a game that Sega has ever done. It's still good. It's one of the better 3D Sonic games, but it's like, I know what you're up to. Still got that shitty Eggman model from episode 1, though, huh? It still looks... He actually looks noticeably worse than Sonic and Tails, because they didn't give him a new model. Oh, good, we're doing the Aquatic Ruin boss. What the fuck? Oh, they're immediately coming in with the weird twists. This is interesting. I don't remember the bosses in this game at all, so this is like, whoa, crazy stuff Eggman's got going on here. Why does it need to, like, shake its head? It's a robot. It's not like it's dazed. Are we able to, like, hit these tentacles or what? Whatever? Try hitting it while it's down. Nope, can't do that. Look, they subverted your boss expectations. At least they didn't make you do the entire boss fight and then be like, actually, it changes halfway through. No, they just showed the boss for a second, like, fuck you, we're not doing that. We are not repeating the same shit we did in episode 1. What do we gotta do? I gotta hit these tentacles, I'm guessing, somehow. Or I'm gonna try flying up and hitting him in the face. Oh. Seems like I could do that. Alright, yeah, they expect me to do that, okay. Oh. I keep dashing over him, so Tails is actually doing all the dirty work for me. Uh-oh. More tentacles. I've often said Sonic games need more tentacles in them. No, he covered himself, a fucker. Give me my Rang back. I need my one Rang. Oh, you little bitch. Open up. They could have made the loop for the boss music longer than like 3 seconds. Uh-oh, I'm out of rings. Why is he like strangling himself? What is Blood doing? Okay, we got him. This boss looks too good for Eggman. Look, for a guy who builds gigantic contraptions, he's got to come up with something besides a wrecking ball and the Egg Dragoon. You'd think those were the only things he ever fucking built. Get that flicky out of my fucking face. We only like fat green flickies here who run away. Which game after Turning Point? I mean, how do you I mentioned earlier, we're doing Darksiders 2, one of my personal favorites. Aesthetically, though, I need my Saturday morning Eggman robot vibes. I like when his robots are very, like, mechanical looking. Like, they I don't know, there's an aesthetic to the designs for the stuff he built in the original games that's, like, kind of lost in modern games. Tails died. This is a cool looking background. Die! Like, the Badniks have always been a little goofy looking, but his, like, boss designs are always very, like, you know, clunky, mechanical stuff. The weird, like, Ferris wheel thing in Sonic Colors is kind of similar to something he would have built in the old games. Uh-oh. They really love these, like, weird Marble Garden guys in the Sonic 4 games. What is this? Is it Bark the polar bear? Has he been roboticized? Yeah, it's a bummer that this game, I think it's sold and reviewed not well, because people were just like so pissed off at episode 1. And I don't blame people for being mad at episode 1, but episode 2 is just so much better. It's a shame. It's a shame. They course corrected on everything that sucked about episode 1. Homing attack always felt pointless in these games. Yeah, they added, I think they added a homing attack to Superstars when you get all the emeralds, and it's like, it's the most useless feature in the world because Superstars wasn't built for it, and it barely has any use in this one. Well, let's roll, literally. This is cool. Oh, you die, though. You have to keep rolling through there like Fred Durst. Alright, we got this. I'm pretty sure Act 2 of this stage, they just straight up use the Twinkle Park music. If you guys remember when we streamed Sonic Adventure, you'll remember the Twinkle Park music. My phone keeps trying to autocorrect this to the... Why? Why would it do that? How many times are you using thus on a regular basis that your phone is like, ah, that's what he means? This music is kind of annoying. Yeah, this is one of the weaker tracks in the game. There are some really good tracks in this game. This ain't one of them. What the fuck is the plan here? Okay. I guess let's get thrown into a pit by a polar bear. I remember because I played exactly. Remember Nostalgia? I don't think that was a Sega or Sonic Team thing. I think that's just Jun Senoue being like a lazy piece of shit. It's like, I don't want to make any more music. I hate making music. I never want to make music again. Uh-oh. Tails, save me, you bitch. Or not. Whatever. We made it past that part. Chad 3D Blast is so good, its music needs to be in an adventure. I don't think they use any 3D Blast music in this, but they do use adventure music. Like I said, he can be lazy. He can be a little lazy boy. But they kind of tried to give the music in these stages a leitmotif, so that you, like, don't notice, but I notice. Because the Twinkle Park music is some of the best music in Sonic Adventure. We're going really fast in my Sonic game. Tails died. We're leaving him behind. How does an avalanche move up? Let's get that special stage, bros. Please stream Myst and Rivet. Isn't Myst like a massive fucking game? A Rush song is bad, a delayed song is bad. I hate music and making it Jun Senoue. Exactly. Outside ready to grill ribs. Oh yeah. I know, once the stream's over, it's chili dog time. Just you wait. We'll finish Sylvania Castle zone at least, before we call it a day. So we got one more act and at least the boss to get through. And they do add, this episode 2 does have Metal Sonic in it. Wow. You know, Sonic Team is really hard at work when Metal Sonic shows up. How many did we need? I don't remember. Cool. 200. All right, we gotta get 80 rings. Whoa. This is kind of cool, honestly. There we go. You gotta do like a little like jump trick. You can do it, Sonic. Get up there. Oh, Tails could do it. Fuck you, Tails. That's mine. I do like Metal Sonic. I do too. I do like him quite a bit. He doesn't aura farm quite as well as Mecha Sonic 2, but you know, who does? Mecha Sonic 2 was so cool, Sega said we can never put a character this awesome in our games again. That Tails died. He got exploded. No big loss. Motherfucker can't even fly a plane. What type of metal is he? Tungsten, I would say. I would say he's Tungsten Sonic. Alright. Special stage 2 cleared. He's probably like, I don't know, black metal. Mecha Sonic is more industrial. They gave him a lame, rounded, auraless model, especially classic Metal Sonic. They gave him that weird, like, stumpy baby model. Yes, here we go. This is also a cool level. I'm fine with the recycled Sonic Adventure music in a cool level. It almost borderline sounds like Sega Genesis music here and there, but not quite. Woo. The emeralds look like ring pop. They do, right? I thought that they're a little, like, tall in this game. Who did this? Who made the emeralds long? Uh-oh. I went into the exact one spot where it smushed me. White Park. White's Only Park. That's what it should be called. Am I right? Or am I right, chat? Oh no! Sonic eats the 7 legendary ring pops and he gets diabetes from it. Imagine if it was Sonic and the Legend of the 7 ring pops. I'm sure I got all the Chaos rings. That's a different game. The Red Star rings at some point. The last time I played this, which was God knows how long ago. But I don't think I'm inclined to do that now. It's a pretty short act. Felt like a short one. I'd rather they just have reused the entire 3D Blast OST. Same. I would rather they just reuse 3D Blast music all the time. Sonic Generations woefully underrepresents 3D Blast soundtrack. Alright, we got one more act to this, and then we got a boss. Yeah, this one sucks. This track fucking sucks. Follow up the discount Sonic Adventure music with whatever the fuck this is. You know, not every act needs its own song. You can just use the same song more than once in a world. Mario does that in every game. There's the above ground music and the underground music. You don't need a different track for every act. Especially if the composer is as checked out as this one. Wow, they're giving me a lot of bubbles. They're actually giving me too many bubbles. Let me leave. What the hell? What is happening? Weird. Very weird. Very weird mechanics. Why would Eggman build robots that freeze themselves to death? It's like, oh, they'll inconvenience Sonic for like a second. Ha 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 ha. I've got him this time. At least Tails can't steal your bubbles in this one. You could do that in, like, Sonic 2, and it's fucking annoying. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Out of my way. Tails can just kind of do this forever, huh? Why even walk around? I feel like swimming would be more tiring than flying, but I've never flown. I don't think I can flap my arms fast enough. Jeez, I lost my rings to another fucking polar bear robot, dude. I wonder what happens if you buy this game without buying the first one, because I know the maps combine in episode 2. Does it just, like, not have it? I don't know. We'll go to the world map and check it out before we log off for the night. I'm drowning here, Tails, and it's all your fault. Somehow. Woo! Eggman is building snowmen of himself. Is he making the robots do it, or is he doing it himself? Found you on Subway Facebook. That's how I found your YouTube, Twitch. You could play idle restaurants for YouTube. What? I don't know what that means. I was on Facebook. I mean, actually, no, that's true. Some guy has reposted me on Facebook a lot. I forget which guy, but I'm pretty sure we're mutuals on Twitter, and he has a different name on Twitter, and I don't know what it is. Eggman is joyous and makes his own snowman. Yeah, exactly. He's a lighthearted individual, and Sonic is just an evil chud trying to ruin a sensitive young man's time. We're doing pretty good, I think. I don't remember, like, it's been so long since I played this, I really don't remember this level at all. It's not like it's super challenging, it's just kind of like... I just have no recollection of this. Sensitive young Eggman, exactly. He's freshly hatched. At the tender young age of, like, I don't know, 45, however old Eggman is. Alright, what's the boss for this one? What weirdo boss contraption is here? Oh, it's Metal Sonic. Okay. Fair enough. I remember Metal Sonic having a cool theme song in this game. He's riding a rocket. What's up, Fallon? It's good to have you in the chat during the Sonic the weekly Sonic stream of whatever Sonic games I have lying around, which is almost every single one of them. Where the fuck did that guy go? What's he up to? Is Eggman building like a Dyson sphere around like the Earth back there? What the fuck is going on? Oh, he bounced this time, fucker. Am I winning? I am. I am winning. I'm winning at life, dude. What's he doing now? He's throwing crap. Sonic 4 loves a chase boss that just throws shit at you. Oh, and he's homing attacking the platform. Okay. We gotta look out for that, I guess. As many rings as possible. Yeah, you know these games are short when Metal Sonic is the second boss. Usually he'd be, you know, pretty late in the game. What is, like, changing the track to do for me? I don't think it does anything useful. And he doesn't... They give you a lot of rings for this boss, so I guess that's why they had to implement an instant kill move. Now he's gonna start bouncing, right? No, he just rolled that time. I guess it's random. I think that's Little Planet. Is it Little Planet? They brought it back? I love Little Planet. It's Sonic CD. One of the best Sonic games ever. Weirdos hate it for some reason. Oh, we tricked him. You got owned, bozo. Oh, he still got me! I thought I tricked him. I thought I eluded his attack, but I did not. People hate. There's if you're talking Sonic games, there's a section of the fandom that hates every single game. Doesn't matter what game it is. If it could be there are people who hate Sonic 3. Okay, there's a section of the fandom. There's a hate-dom for every Sonic game. It doesn't matter which one. Well, this game had the Sonic CD sound. This one's, like I said, this soundtrack is hit or miss, which is still infinitely better than the soundtrack for Episode 1. Sonic fans are famously united. Yes, exactly. If only this game had any aspect of CD at all. If it had CD staged, well, I would want it specifically to have the Spencer Nilsson soundtrack, but, you know, that's just me. Oh, he bounced that time, you little shithead. And of course, this is from that era where Sega were just like, we can't have anyone besides Sonic and Tails in our Sonic games. No Knuckles, no Amy, no nothing. Alright, here we go. Oh no, I thought he was going to start breaking the platforms. Okay. How do you dodge that? What the fuck is that? Alright, here we go. He's going to start smashing stuff. What next? What's his next maneuver? Did he just like leave? Like where'd he go? Okay. Whatever that was, sure. And we just killed him. Alright. Fair enough. Darksiders 2, did Spark Unlimited make that one? I thought this was a Spark Unlimited Sonic channel. No, sir. We are just playing a game that I personally really, really like. Why is it like dark all of a sudden? Why does it like feel like just my... It feels like my monitor is dying, but no, I think that's just the game. Alright, we're not going to hit play next act. I'm going to go to the map and just take a look. We got a life. What the fuck are you writing, Rachel? What is that? What are you writing in the chat? You can now play Sylvania. Yeah, great. I would hope so. I would hope I can play the stage I already did. Oh, yeah, we're up to Oil Desert next. Yep, can do a whole lot of things. Interesting. I hit back. No, it just takes me to... I know there's a way to, like, combine the games. I don't know why it's not doing it. Maybe you have to get all the emeralds or something? I don't know. But whatever. Disappointment on my mother's face when I told her that I was a Sonic LARPer and only played Adventure 1 and 2. Oh my god. What is wrong with you? Yeah, if I was your mother, I'd be disappointed too. How dare you? How dare you do that to the Sonic franchise? You need to be playing Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06, all the Sonic Riders games, including Free Riders, which requires you to have an Xbox 360 and a working Kinect. Come on, Fallon. You gotta step up your game. But, alright guys, that's it for today. We'll finish this up next Sunday, and we'll probably... I don't know. Maybe we'll do colors. Maybe not. We'll see what I'm feeling. We'll do another Sonic game. But there's a million Sonic games we could do. But for now, I'll see you guys on Tuesday, where we're going to finish up Turning Point, and maybe if there's time, we'll start Darksiders 2. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and yeah, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it.